Welcome back to Kingsburg. This is part 10. This is the end of year 5, the end of the game. And of course I have two corrections from last time. And they both have to do with the red player. And you probably saw them. So the red player had space 12 and did not collect their +2 token. So I'm going to collect that for them right now. The other thing, I don't know if this is going to work very well, is they also took the guard space, and I only gave them one guard. Up here, they should get a bonus guard because of the barracks. Or no, sorry, not the barracks, because of the stable. So they should have a 4 guard here instead of 3. All right, hope that clears up the 2 errors. And so without further error corrections, I don't think there were any more, let's hope not, we're going to move into turn 5. And whichever player has the fewest number of buildings, black has 12 and red has 12. So they are tied for buildings. And I have to check the rules again because I can't remember if it is resources or not. And I'll be right back in a second. Okay, checked it, and it is indeed whichever player has the fewest number of goods. And the black player has 1 gold, the red player has nothing. Red player going to get the King's Envoy. All right, on to the fall production phase. And this is going to be the last production phase of the entire game. So let's get to it. I'll zoom out and we'll start rolling the dice. Okay, fall production. First thing we need to do, roll the blocking dice. We are blocking 12, 13, 14, 15. And we're also blocking the number 7. Those are blocked. All right, now we are going to be rolling red and black together. Last turn, and we have 11 for black and we have 13 for red, which means black is going to go first. All right, so we'll zoom down onto the board a little bit and we will allocate the final set of dice for the final production turn. Okay, so black is up first, and they are going to use their ability from the market, and it says once per season you may influence an advisor whose value is 1 point higher or lower than the sum of the dice you're using. So we are using the 9, 10, 11, but we're going to use the market to make it a 12. So we're going to take the 12 spot for black. Okay, red is up, and red is... They have 13. They have the King's Envoy. They have a +2 token. Wow, what do they want to do? There's really not a whole lot they can do. I think they're just going to go right on the 13 spot and do that. All right, that's allocating dice. Wow, quickly. We get rid of the red, we get rid of the green, and we take a look here, and we're going to have black with 2 goods of their choice and a +2 token. So we'll take the +2 token, I'll forget this time. 2 goods of their choice are going to take 2 stone. All right, 2 stone for black, and up to red. Red collects 3 stone. Okay, and that is the end of collecting resources. Let's get to building some buildings. So we're over to black first. Okay, so black has 2 stone and a gold, and we're column 3, so they're going to use their... which ability is it? I keep forgetting. The crane, you pay 1 less gold when you construct something in column 3 or 4. So instead of 2 gold and 2 stone, for the stone wall, he just needs 1 gold and 2 stone to build the stone wall. So he builds the stone wall. That gives him 2 victory points. He goes from 36 to 38. Not quite catching red yet. However, is getting much closer. And that's his build. So let's go to red, see if they're going to build anything. Okay, and all red has is 3 stone, and they have no gold whatsoever. So basically, they are unable to build anything. All right, now it's the end of the fall production phase. Both players have the town hall, and so both players are going to spend a +2 token to get 1 victory point. So it's going to put the red player from 41 to 42, black from 38 to 39. All right, over to... I guess the end game. Let's go back to the little turn tracker here and see how we're going to wrap up. All right, that was the end of fall production. We've done everything we can. We're going now to buy guards. And red, do they want to do it? No, they do not. They do not want to buy any guards. And black player has no resources to build guards with, so that is it. We are on to the final winter battle. Now let's have a look at what it is, and it is a Strength 8 Barbarian Horde. And the penalty is losing your top building. Would be bad for red. And the victory is +1 victory point. So, I think we know where this game's going to end. I don't know if black can beat red, but we'll have a look. So right now we need to roll 1 die for the king. See how many armies he's sending to help. 5. Wow. I don't even think we need to do the math on this one. Both black and red have a ton of battle points, but we're going to have to add it up anyway. I'll do that kind of off camera here. So red has 4 up top. So 4 and 5 is 9. 10 for the guard tower. 11 for the palisade. Gives them a total of 12 with the blacksmith. And so they have 12. Now black has 3, and 5 from the king is 8. 9 for the guard tower. 10 for the palisade. 11 for the blacksmith. And that is it. So red has 12 and black has 11. So they're both going to get a victory point for defeating the barbarians. So black goes 39 to 40, red 42 43. Red had one more army or one more guard than black. They're just going to give them one more victory point, 43 to 44. That takes care of the winter phase, and I believe it's going to be pretty much the end of the game. And the red player has the cathedral, and the cathedral says at the end of the game score 1 extra victory point for every 2 goods you have. Well, they have 3 stone, so 2 of them is going to give them a victory point, 44 to 45, and that is the end of the game. So the final score, red player 45, black player 40. All right, I hope I haven't made too many mistakes during playthrough. I hope you enjoyed it. That is Kingsburg. Not an extremely difficult game. Quite an interesting little dice placement worker mechanic. And again, I hope you enjoyed it. So join me in another week or so where I will be doing another card or board game. Again, this was Kingsburg, the basic game. There's an expansion. Oh, and I was going to mention some of the expansion pieces. The expansion basically gives you an extended player map, 2 extra rows of buildings to build. It gives you guard tokens. So instead of rolling dice for the king, you actually pick one of your guard tokens. So those are pretty cool. It gives you special abilities, so there are characters you can play. That's one of the three of the 5 modules. The other one is there are random events that can happen each year. There's a whole stack of cards. And they can be anything from the king is sick and can't be influenced to just all kinds of different things. And the last part of the expansion is there are strips that can replace the 1 through 7 rows, giving you alternate buildings. So the expansion is actually quite well worth it. If you like this game at all, the expansion is definitely maybe not a must-have, but if you're going to play Kingsburg more than a bunch of times, you'll probably want to include the expansion into it. Again, so thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Join me in a week or so for another series, and we'll see you then.